Hi there, welcome back to Being Your Ray. So, if you've heard the previous episode, this is like a lineup for that one and following up on the same. But yeah, I was just going through the dreadful process of college admissions and going through cutoffs, ranks, and things, all of those stuff. And the more you dive deeper into it, the more you realize that everything is genuinely broken and you have to fetch for yourself somehow because if you go through this whole route, even if you are trying your best and even if you have given it your all, there are just so many people in the world trying to do the same thing. And if not the first attempt, they are going after it for 2, 3, 4 years even just to get into this one place. And then again, it brings me back to the question, is it worth the time and effort that we put into when the success ratio is so small and the effort is so much? Like, there is a way higher margin of failure than success when you go through this route, and that is just plain data at this point. I'm not trying to be pessimistic about it, but just seeing the numbers and the amount of competition that goes ahead for this one particular seat. And yeah, everyone's just hungry for that, and there's not enough supply. So obviously someone or the other has to compromise with their choices and won't get the specific college or the kind of environment or the course that they were looking for at the time they started their preparation, and which was their motivation and their first preference. And yeah, I think that is also one of the major reasons the motivation to keep going when things get harder also goes a little down, because you really have no idea if you will get exactly that position or the seat that you were looking for. And yeah, I want to look the positive in it and how much you can grow through that prep phase and the discipline it needs. And it has definitely helped me, but not to the extent that I would recommend it to anyone or want that to anyone, that want that for anyone. Ki, yeah, go ahead with this, you learn so much. No, you will hate the system by the end of it, and you would just think to yourself that what should I do now? This wasn't what I planned, this wasn't what I dreamed for in the first place. And yeah, the world is not as forgiving, so what should I do now? So wo ho jata hai. Ah, it is tricky, you guys, it is tricky. I'm not in the space to be able to justify it in a good way at this point. And I don't know if anyone is getting what they deserve with the whole process. And I don't know if you will relate to this, but there's this line that Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita where it mentions doing your karma imperfectly is better than doing someone else's karma perfectly. Dharma, sorry, oh shit, I ruined the whole thing. But you get it. Doing your own dharma imperfectly is better than doing someone else's dharma perfectly. Did I say that right? Let me go back and check. Yeah, that was right. That's it. I just got lost a bit and jumbled up the words. I'm so sorry for that, but I think you'll get it. It's like when you're trying to do something that is not meant for you, it is like trying to become someone else and fitting into their shoes. And trying to do what they are supposed to do in a perfect manner, and that won't get us too far than doing something that we are aligned to or meant to do or have the skill and strengths for. So, yep, I just feel it is more fitting than ever in this context of what specifically us as Indian students are going through in terms of colleges and jobs that we get. And there's just very little window of finding that opportunity that will set your life off. So, yep. And I'm not saying all of these things to demotivate you. I'm just saying it as someone who really feels helpless about all of this, but at the same time wants to take everything under her power to make it right. Like, I cannot make the system right, it's not under my control, but I can try other pathways to make my life better. And that is what I'll try to focus on. And of course, the $1 million question is what my purpose is and what my skills and talents are. How do I figure it out? And then the whole part of solving and monetizing is a whole another deal. I know, I get it. It's very scary, very क्या बोलते हैं, dreadful. But I feel like there is nothing more scary than trying to go through the system that has already been served to us. That in itself is like a whole another roller coaster. So yeah, it's just like at least starting the journey of understanding your talents or picking up a different route or just freelancing or trying to find a way out of this where the competition is lesser and your skill is better and it's easier for you to be able to stand out. If you get even a little closer to it or work thoda bahut and not fully just give all of your life to this whole system. I know I keep repeating it, but I'm so sorry. I don't know how to talk about it apart from the way I see things in front of my eyes. But yeah, I just feel like we will have to fend it ourselves. It won't be given that easily. And it's not that simple to follow the process and have your dream college or dream job. It only seems increasingly out of hand and sight to me, at least. So good part is you're always under control. You have the time. You will be able to figure things out if you're committed to work for the things that you deserve. And I know that no one really knows what they are skilled at and talented at and can be paid for. And of course, everyone would want to have a life where they are paid comfortably, they enjoy what to do, but it's like a dream for most. And rest of us are just supposed to settle, and that is just uncomfortable for me. I can not imagine being in that position. It will really eat me up. So I have been talking about it, and I will still bring this whole thing into picture about meditation because I genuinely don't know anything else on the material plane which will help you propel in the right direction. It is only through connecting to your spirit you will be able to get closer to your skills, talents, or whatever it is that you wish to bring into this world or aspire to do, or whatever your best version is. Your soul already knows it. You only need to connect to it. You are already perfect. Let me just put it that way. You are already perfect. You've just forgotten that, and yeah, you have accepted everything that has been told to you till this point. But all you need to do is come back to your center and try hard to do that as much as you can. Like, just ask yourself the amount of effort you've put into justifying this whole system that was given to you, and the amount of effort you've put in, wow, that's not a word, so sorry. The amount of effort you have been putting into this whole thing, उसका अगर 1% भी अगर तुमने खुद को जानने में लगा दिया, things would have been really different and it still can be different. There is like, ऐसा नहीं है कि तुम्हारा टाइम खत्म हो गया है and now you can't start something new or bring that spark within yourself. If you're listening to this right now, you still have the time at you're alive. That is enough for you to know that you can still change and there is so much that the world can offer. But for that, you will have to take the first step. You'll first have to understand कि तुम जैसे हो सही हो, बस तुमने गलत चीजें फीड कर दी अपने दिमाग में, तो पहले तो उसको हटाओ, खुद से कनेक्ट करो through meditation, through spirituality, through good company, through the right environment, whatever it is. But meditation is the quickest and the easiest way. Isliye I keep rambling about it. But of course, if you have any sort of task or activity that you do that connects with your soul and when you feel like you're in a flow state, even that is great. Even that is like meditation, okay? So don't take them seriously. One day at a time, one step at a time, whatever. Look out for things that really brings that joy in you. And yeah, I was very confused. I did not know how to get here. मुझे कोई idea नहीं था. I just stumbled upon writing and things started opening up. And I got a job. I was able to build a community and things like that. It didn't go the way I wanted to because I was still functioning from my lack mindset and I was still not connected to my soul. But because I tried, all those opportunities opened up for me. And yeah, I just feel like the more and more I make the attempt to connect with my inner self, I see those opportunities open up for myself utna zyada. And again, it's like when you take that action, universe will support you 99% of the times. But if you are not willing to connect with yourself, don't expect things to change like that. You have to put that intent out कि नहीं मुझे चाहिए, I want a better life, I want to know myself better, I want to be the best at what I do through my skills and talents which are unique to me, जिसके लिए मुझे compete नहीं करना पड़ रहा है 1 लाख लोगों से, and I am not in that scarcity mindset anymore. I want to be in a place where I can confident about my skill and charge how much ever I want because I believe in my ability to serve with such brilliance and to be able to provide results to whoever comes in contact with me. तो वो लेवल का कॉन्फिडेंस चाहिए हमें. इट्स नॉट दिस थिंग कि बस डर रहा है पता नहीं मिल जाए कॉलेज, पता नहीं मिलेगा कि नहीं ये जॉब, एंड देन इवन आफ्टर यू गेट देयर इट्स filled with some or the other challenges where you're constantly trying to keep yourself together, not knowing if your life will ever look like the dream you once had. So, yeah, just get started in your journey. जितना तुमसे हो पाता है, try to connect with your inner self. I am telling you, it will be the best decision of your life, and you will eventually figure out your way, how to make money, what your skills are. But the first step needs to be at least trying to connect it for 5 to 10 minutes with who you are. You've literally forgotten it. And that's on you. वो तुम्हारी गलती है. उसको सुधारने की कोशिश करो. And the path will open up for you. Don't worry about it. It's going to take some time, but with the right effort and intention, the universe will bring all of its resources in front of you. So have complete faith in that. All right. I think that's it for today. If you made it this far, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.